Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this tent pop-up card. So this isn't my idea. I actually got this idea from Sam Calcott over on YouTube. I'll link the original tutorial that she did to make this card down below. But I changed mine up a bit and I've used the Made to Surprise, as you can see, a birthday fun die set as the frame inside, and I think it's turned out really nice. So I've also used the Made to Surprise Secret Messages paper pad. We've got a couple more Made to Surprise items. So we've got the Sentiments A5 stamp set, or the Sentiments stamp and die set, and then we're using the Adventures Ink cake and cocktail stamp, and also the Creative Craft filigree border nested circles. I've also used stitch circles as well. So they're the products that we're going to be using in today's video. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, we've got the card base made from acetate, and I think this looks really nice on the front. Then that's the back where you can write your message, and then the card opens up to reveal this tent pop-up frame here. So if you want to know how to make this, then let's get started. So to make this card, I have got two pieces of card, and these are for the pop-up section, and then this will be a part of the card base and the acetate will attach to this piece. So for this one, it needs to be 4 by 6 inches, and along the 4-inch side you will score at 2. Okay, and then we'll fold that in half. Then you'll need one piece that measures 7 by 5 7/8, and along the 7-inch side you will score at 1. Again, you will fold on that score line. Then your next piece, this one measures 7.5 by 5 7/8, and along the 7.5-inch side you will score at 1/2 inch and 6.5. Okay, then you'll need 2 pieces of acetate that measure 7.25 by 6, and I've actually got like a film over this, so that's why it's looking a bit dirty. So I'll peel that off when I'm ready to attach this to the card. So like I said, you'll need 2 pieces of acetate. Then this is from the Made to Surprise Birthday Fun die set, and this is going to get attached to the pop-up section. So if we bring our piece, which measures 5 7/8 by 7.5, this is where we're going to cut a aperture, because this piece will get glued on top of there, and then obviously I want this opening here for our pinata to go behind, and then maybe have some decoration behind that as well. Piece measures the same as this area here, so it's easy to line up. So we're just going to place that on there. So this top section will be where that score line is, and the bottom section will be where that bottom score line is. And then all I did was I got a pencil and I just tick marked just inside this square here, and then I got a ruler and a knife and just went round and cut out the aperture. If you have a square die, then you could just use that, but this opening measures 5 by 5. This will get glued on top of there. Also, I've gone ahead and coloured in some of the images on this frame, and these sections here that I've left white are going to be decorated with these images here. And this is from the Adventures in Ink Cake and Cocktails. Also, I just want to share that when I've stamped out my images and coloured them in, I place them into my photocopier and just print them out and then cut them, and then you've got extra pieces, so you don't have to colour in every time. You've got some already done for you. The only thing is, when you copy them, they're not as bright as the original, as you can see, but that's fine. So I've got quite a lot here now for another card or two, so it's just a little tip there. So let's get assembling this card together. So like I said, this is going to get attached on to here, and you want to make sure that this 1/2 inch tab is at the top and this 1 inch is at the bottom when you glue this down. So I'm going to add some glue to the back of this frame, and I'm going to glue that on to there. Okay, so I've stuck that on. Then you also want to add adhesive to the bottom of the 1 inch tabs here, and also on this 1/2 inch one. Leave the 1 inch ones for now. We're just going to do this one here. So we're going to just peel that off. I'm only going to do a little bit so then I can line it up. Fold that over, and we're going to attach it to this piece here. So I'm going to use this side where I've not undone that adhesive, and make sure that it's all lined up before I stick this down. Okay, and then when you are happy, you can peel the backing off the adhesive. There we go. And then just go over that. Okay, so now it will look like this, and then these two will fold in, and that will get attached to our card base. So now we're going to assemble the card base. So you're going to need this piece here and your 2 acetate. So fold on that score line and give that a good burnish. So now we want to add some adhesive to either side here, and then we're going to glue our acetate on to there. Okay, so I'm going to add my adhesive, and because you're attaching it to acetate, you need to use double-sided tape, preferably red liner tape. So I'm going to add my glue. Okay, so I've peeled off the backing. I'm just going to do one at a time. I've got my acetate, and I'm going to line up the bottom edge just where that fold is. I'm not going to go right onto it. Like so. And then just burnish that down. And do exactly the same with this piece here. Okay, so now we have our card base, and you see that we've got a nice finish on the inside. I might even add pattern paper to that, I'm not entirely sure yet. And then obviously you've got this on the front and the back, but the front will get covered up with pattern paper, and the back will have our matte and layer pieces for our message. So now we need to attach this piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on this center fold here. Okay, and basically these 2 1 inch tabs here are going to get lined up So let me bring this up. I'm going to get lined up just before that fold. So can you see? So we're going to stick them down just near that fold. So we're going to do one side at a time. So we're going to do the front, and you want to fold these flat like that, because we're going to attach it so it's all flat. So we're going to peel off the backing. Okay, make sure that everything is all lined up. I'm going to turn it this way so it's easy for me to see, and I'm going to line up the edge with just before that fold. So I'm going to actually just open this up, because then I'll be able to see if I'm lining it up properly. So I'm going to place that on there like so, and then press that down, and then lay that one flat, and we're going to peel off the backing on this one, and then we're just simply going to fold this one over and press that down. See, we've left about 1/4 inch gap here at the top, so the acetate overhangs. Okay, and then when you open it up, it will pop up like so, and then just go in with your bone folder and make sure that's all stuck down. And there we go. How cool is that? How cute is that? So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to add my decoration pieces first, and then I can decide which pattern paper I want to use. So obviously I'm going to have to do this off camera, but I'm going to roughly show you where everything's going to be. So I'm going to have the pinata hanging about here. Then we have these buntings, and they actually line up perfectly with the flags that are there. They're just a larger scale. So I'm going to glue them on there, both sides. Then I've got the presents, and I can have one here covering those other presents there, and then also here, and then I've got a cake that can go there. We have some party hats that can go here and also there. So I'm going to have a play, and I've also got some of the balloons that I might just add somewhere else on the card. So I'm going to get them stuck down, and then I will be back. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. So I decided that I'm going to use the Secret Messages paper pad from Made to Surprise, and I'm going to use the confetti for the inside of the pop-up section. So for that you'll need one piece that measures just, I've just cut it under 5 7/8 squared. Then you'll need two that is just under 1 inch by just under 5 7/8. So they are going to get glued, one on the back inside there, and then also along the bottom here. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me just tilt it so we can see what's going off. So that's those ones. Okay, then for these sections here, I've got two, again just under 5 7/8 by under 1 inch. They will go on there and also the back here. Then when you fold your card up, you'll have this area here. So I've got another striped piece of paper that is 6 inches by 2. Okay, so then that will cover that area up there. And then on the back I'm going to have a matte and layering piece to write my message on. So I'm going to glue all them down, and then I will be back. Decorate just the bottom bit here and also on the inside here. I have die cut out the word hooray, and for that I've used the Made to Surprise All the Sentiments stamp and die set, and I'm going to have that just there, and I'm going to keep these flat because I don't want to add any more dimension to it. Then I've got the sentiment stamp from the cake and cocktail stamp set, and don't be afraid to cut your stamps up as well. So as you can see, this is one sentiment, so I've just cut them up, and I've got hip hip hooray. I've stamped it on to a stitched circle, and then I've used the Creative Craft filigree nested circles die sets for this beautiful frame here. Circle is 1.5, and then obviously the filigree is 2 inches. So I've done that for this one here, so that's going to go on the front, and then the one on the inside. And I've used the Made to Surprise Sentiments A5 stamp set for It's Your Day, as well as the big birthday wishes on this one here. So I'm going to get these stuck down, so I'm going to add this one onto the front, and I think I'm going to have that one there, and then that one here on there. That will fit there just perfectly, and I'm lining it all up so then you don't see the one on the front, and then obviously when you fold this up you won't see the one on the inside. So I'm going to glue that down. Okay, so I've added the decorations, so that's what the front looks like, and then that's what the inside looks like, and I've just added some enamel dots to decorate it. And then on the back we have a piece of black card that measures 5 7/8 by 6 7/8, and then the white piece is 5 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then I've just stamped my sentiment, added the balloons there. Also on the back here, that's just the money to go inside the card, I pulled off that strip of that striped paper because I forgot that you needed to cover the matte and layering pieces. So I peeled that off, and I've cut this down to 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and then I stuck that on, and then that will cover the back of this. So there we go. That is my take on the tent pop-up card using Made to Surprise products as well as the Adventures Ink stamp set, and I think this has turned out really nice. So this is going to my friend's daughter, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. All products will be listed down below if they are in stock, and till next time guys, take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.